Up to this point, we've only been dealing with audio files and audio tracks. In this video, we're going to switch it up a bit, and we're going to use instrument tracks. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to replace these original drums, which are right here. So first of all, we're going to deactivate and hide using the keyboard shortcut Option D to deactivate and Shift H to hide. Great. Now we're going to add an instrument track and program our own drums. So for that, we're going to click plus, label this track drums, make sure this is set to instrument, count 1. Under input, you're going to see a list of any MIDI controllers that you have installed and configured inside of Studio One. In this case, we don't have any, so that's fine. And on output, you're going to choose new instrument and then choose your virtual instrument. For this example, we're going to use Impact. This is one of the stock plugins that comes with Studio One. And this is ideal for programming drums. It looks like an MPC. Let's go ahead and close that. And let me show you a couple of things. If I go to the mixer, I can show instruments. You're going to see Impact there. Now watch what happens when I remove this track. I'm going to right click. You're going to have two options, remove track or remove track and instrument. Let's choose remove track. And I got rid of the track from the session, but the instrument is still there. So what that means is that when you're using virtual instruments in Studio One or virtual instrument tracks, you want to be mindful of whether you're deleting the track and the instrument or just the track. Okay, let's go ahead and remove this manually. There it is. So the instrument is gone and the track is gone. Let's go ahead and add that back up. So new instrument, Impact, okay. Let's move this to the top. And there it is. There's our plugin. And it's going to be showing up here as well under Instrument, Impact. Now, if I expand this, you're going to notice that I have a list of outputs. This is called multi-out. And you're going to notice this with like other plugins that have support for multi-out, in particular, Kontakt from Native Instruments. And what that means is that you can use one instance of that plugin and then assign these outputs to different channels on your mixer, which is great for mixing. All right, let's go ahead and hide those and just show the main one, which is Stereo 1. Hide the mixer and take a look at Impact. So Impact is ideal for loading up your own samples. It does come with a nice library from the stock plugins, but I'm going to show you how to create your own drum kit using your own samples. So I'm going to select the first pad, which is down here, pad number 1. I'm going to right click this and choose Add Sample. Okay, under Add Sample, I've already located a destination here on my folders, and I'm going to choose Kick 1. Open, bring the volume down, and trigger this pad. I'm going to go to the next pad, same thing, add sample, and let's add some claps. Bring the volume down. Now, if I don't like those claps, but I still want to browse through what's in that folder, I can click Previous and Next. Okay, good. Pad number 3 will load up a hi-hat. Bring the volume down. Okay, good. We'll keep it very simple for now. Let's go ahead and hide this, and let's actually program some drums. All right, so the first thing is that when I click on this empty space, when I double click on here, it's going to create an event for me. There it is, and it actually matched my loop length, which is 4 bars. Let's double click on this again, and it brings up our editor. Let's go ahead and increase our track height there. And you can notice that it actually named the nodes based on the sample that's on that pad, and that's really, really cool. If you don't see this, if you see the piano roll, then you can just click on the drum roll view. Okay, great. So let's start programming some drums. Let's change our quantized value to 8th notes for now. Let's hit play and let's figure out where we want to add our claps. Okay, so the kick pattern is a little bit too basic. Let's change the quantized value to 16th notes and zoom in. Let's see if we can do something a little bit more repetitive. Let's go ahead and remove this by double click on it. Okay, so that works for now. Let's change the quantized value now to whole note, and let's add our hi-hat note. And we're going to take this and we're going to stretch it out all the way down to the end, which is going to be a 4-bar loop. And let me show you this really cool trick. So right now we can change the quantized value to 8th notes. And then under action, there's going to be an option called split at grid. And that's going to split based on the grid value on the quantized value. Okay, so let's add some triplets here on these last 2 notes. Change this to 16th triplet. Action split at grid. Okay, and the very last ones we'll do something basic like 8th triplets. There it is. Oops, seems like we're missing a couple notes there. So let's see if we can add those manually. There we go. Okay, and there's like a double note right here. That's why it's a little bit louder. So let's double click on that. There it is. Let's remove that with the eraser tool. And let's add that note back in. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and hide our editor and take a look at our mixer. And right now, all our drums are coming in on this single track. Great. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to split out the kick, claps, and hi-hat onto their own separate tracks in the mixer.